Mel was a huge star who could pick any movie he wanted to do. And most directors and stars especially, they don't want to do sequel number 4. Most of it's hard to get them to do sequel number 3. So it took us a while, but they came back and did another one.
I worked with Mel on Ransom, and we were having lunch one day, and he leaned over and he said, "Do you want to do Lethal 4?" And I thought, oh my God, this is great.
Turn around! Turn around! We're better than you! We're better than you! Don't turn! We're better than you! Don't turn! We're better than you! Don't turn! Don't turn! He's turning.
And I do believe the Range Rovers helped, making them feel equal. It was sort of a democratic, everybody got it, and they all got the same thing, and they shared an experience. And I think they liked that.
You'll see it hit. We're gonna trip it just as you get here. And you gotta really run.
Go! Go, guys, go! Go, goddammit!
We just did 1. And then that happened to be 2 after that. And it happened to be 3. Again, it was just familiar, and it grew, and it evolved, and it happened. I think if we hadn't all cared about it, we would have walked away. Would we do it today? I don't think you'd think about it.
No, you don't.
Do an individual story. If the characters live and they're that great and they lend under that, maybe there's a sequel.
Just one of those pictures where you were going to be prepping and writing next week's work. Let's not worry yet about 3 weeks from now. You know, that seems like a lifetime from now. But we were always just kind of staying one step ahead of the line.
The meetings in Dick's office became these moments of extreme exuberance. We'd all be jumping up and down with ideas and stuff and what we could do, and yeah, we'll do this and do that. We were all like excited.
Guys, we're going for a full markup. This will be picture, everybody. Picture up.
When he comes, it's like you didn't see him. So you almost go past halfway through and then stop, catch him.
It was kind of scary. I mean, we'd eventually get pages. You know, we never actually had no pages.
He ran upstairs, the guys shooting up guns, did people. It's the old cop talking. Or he comes in, you just comes out talking. Okay? Huh? Okay, here we go.
There's a scene up to the fire. We actually filmed all that scene, locked that. We were filming it almost in a chronological order. We locked the movie at that point, finished cutting it, actually scored it and dubbed it, and we kept on shooting. We had scenes that were being dubbed, finished, as we were still shooting the movie. It was wild.
That's another thing about the whole family atmosphere, because, you know, you'll never find better people that'll dive in. I mean, everybody would get involved, figuring out what works and what doesn't work. And I must say, Dick worked tirelessly on the film because, you know, he was really up against it the whole time.
That doesn't feel good.
Mel just pulled a hamstring. If we're lucky, he'll be ready for the playoffs.
Well, he jumped the guard, too. You jumped the guard, too.
Lethal 4 was exactly the same. Same people, same thing, fun, wonderful. Dick Donner laughing. I mean, on the set, that's what you heard, Dick Donner laughing.
Donner, just try it. Donner.
Come on out, Dick. We got it.
Jesus, you made it up there fast.
Donner, just come on out. Come on, Dick, just try it. We'll see how it looks.
Yeah, push. Hey, first of all,
Get underneath me, I will.
push both out. All right?
It was a cool, amazing experience. It was my first time I had a real part in a mega movie. And I knew Eddie, so I'd been on sets of big movies, but I never, had a big trailer and, all the accoutrements that go with, my own hair and makeup and all this stuff. And I never had any of that stuff before. And everybody was really nice, I gotta say. Normally you do a movie, they try to let you know that you're their first choice and we don't want anybody but you, and we personally love what you do. Joel Silver told me they tested a bunch of names on a poster. like literally like a focus group. We tested you and the other hot black comics, and you tested highest.
Get out! Man, brother, man. Killing me, man.
You got the right to remain silent, all right? That's your only right. So I figured I'd robbed somebody, or I was the idiot that had the microchip in his shoe or something, I don't know. Like, I don't know, you know. I would have took whatever they gave me. But I'm a cop. I'm in the car with those guys. Get out of here. I just remember being very nervous. I remember, too, you know what? I got to say, Dick Donner really, really helped me, you know, look like a cop as much as I could. You know, if I wasn't sitting right or doing whatever, he stopped everything. Okay. Pick up the gun again.
Try and talk. Every time you say something.
Fucking, I hate
Try and
fucking.
say something.
Bro,
But listen,
shut
I
up,
was at
you
it.
walk up.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Shut up! Tell me all, kill me!
You got the...
Fucking running! Police brutality! Get a fucking car next time!
Okay, all right. All right. It's only a 2-hour movie. Come on back.
It went by so fast. Like, you're gonna be in Lethal Weapon? You know, if they told me I was going to the moon, that would seem more believable. It's like, I'm gonna be in Lethal Weapon? Get the fuck out of here.
You get somebody like Jet Li who moves at like the hyperspace, and our audiences here don't really, you know, he'll for 15 punches, we won't see it. So we have to kind of like learn how to film that so our audiences will understand it.
Hey, ready and action!
Then the fourth one with Jet Li.
Oh, Jet Li.
That guy was something else. That was hard, man.
Do you know that we had to actually ask him to slow down?
He had to slow down.
Yeah. Couldn't catch it on film.
Not only could you not catch it on
But you
film,
couldn't react.
He's pummeling me like a punching me. Flip it. He's doing this stuff, and you got to be reacting to all these hits. But I couldn't see what he was doing because I was flying all around and reacting, but he was moving so fast that I had to react to stuff that I didn't know when it was coming because it was happening too fast. I couldn't react fast enough for what he was doing to me.
Yeah.
It's okay when it's in slow motion. When he gets into full speed, I'm screwed.
So we had to ask him to slow down. I had to memorize what he did and just do it as fast as I could because I didn't know when it was coming.
I mean, you know, action movies take forever. You know, every explosion is like, you spend half the time in your trailer. You're just waiting for shit to happen. But whenever Jet Li did anything, everybody was just watching like it was a basketball game or something.
Do one across him, because it's great. But then do one inside of it, because it may jump him left or right all the time. Yes, good.
Do you want to do them separate so you have
Separate cameras. Use that one. Here we go. Ready? All right, and. Ready, and. Rolling. Action. No. Oh.
Oh, God, this was funny. So I have to come out of a door, and Jet Li has to kick me in the face and come this far from my nose. And I thought, okay, I know this guy's a master, but Jesus.
I'm scared!
That's okay. Just come on, take it in the shots.
Oh, for crying out loud. This is gonna be half speed, okay? But now where do I put the gun?
Right there.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I see your foot. Now wait, okay, I got that part.
You ready, Renee?
Yeah.
marker. Okay. Big head snap.
F mark. Second sticks on D
Take your
marker.
time falling down. Can't oversell it.
Set.
Ready? And action. Okay, we're close. Good. Action.
That looks good, man. Where's the bruises on my face for the rest of the movie?
No, it's not your face. Gets you in the back of the head right here.
When you start to put an action sequence together for a Lethal Weapon movie, it takes a lot of collaboration because it's a very special mixture of high-intensity action, but yet with a sense of humor to it, in a way that only Danny Glover, Mel Gibson, and Richard Donner can do it.
There was always a sense of camaraderie and collaboration. So we all could work together and everybody could come up with ideas and thoughts and ideas, and that was what was good about the process.
We had the big freeway sequence to shoot, and they're chasing the bad guys, and this big fight ensues, and it ends up that Mel ends up on a tabletop being drugged behind this thing at 60 miles an hour.
stupid. I look back at that. No, don't you bullshit.
We're okay.
It was terrible. We
Nobody
were
got
dragging
hurt.
him on that thing. If that thing had broken loose or something, God forbid.
Fred Decker, who was a friend of mine, who continued to be a friend of mine, I called him in and I said, give me an idea for something in this chase. He said, well, why don't you have the car leave the freeway, go through a building, and come back on the freeway? So we said, okay. So we did it. I mean, we were looking for everyone to come up with ideas to do stuff. And, and we did it. And again, no CGI.
They don't do that anymore. They use a computer now. It looks so phony. I mean, I still love that stuff. I wish there were more of it.
These movies were the last of the stunt and special effects, complete cooperation movies without a lot of visual effects.
When we hit those cars with trains on Lethal 4, that's Matt Sweeney and me shooting second unit. Those are real cars with real trains.
What we did is we put a big plate on the front of the locomotive with big, huge spikes on it, so that when it actually hit the car, it would grab the car and take and then run down the tracks with it.
It's not CGI. It's Matt and his crazy special effects rigs and the things that he comes up with. It's like they just don't do it that way anymore, and that's fine. It's great, but no, even diehards, using the special effects cars, we would have done it with real cars.
That's why I'm so mad we didn't do another one, because the fourth one's so good. God, man, come on, Mel, one more. With me. Don't do one more without me. Because I don't want to have to answer the questions. And my mother, what did you say to Mel Gibson? If I wasn't in the next one. That's all I would hear.
These movies, defined a time and a place.
It was a time of creation, and it was as old-fashioned as it may seem. The good news is we really had to pay attention to the talent and kind of go through a process that you had to do in person.
They cared about the movies, they cared about what we made, we cared about what we were doing, they cared about how the movies came out, and they helped us make the best movie we can.
It was unique. I mean, I don't really know, in our 20 years, I don't know of any bunch of movies that were made the way these were made.
They set a standard for this type of picture. 87, 89, 92, 98. I mean, they went through the 80s and the 90s pretty strong.
I remember seeing plaques in Dick's office, first billion-dollar director.
And that's nothing compared to what the cable television, international cable television, video, DVD revenues were.
It's a benchmark, I think, frankly. It's been copied over and over and over again, and sometimes successfully and sometimes not.
I think Lethal Weapon was still that sort of thing about it. It was right at the almost end of where you could play and at the same time be serious. And I think that's the beautiful thing about Dick Donner.
How can you do 4 sequels? Just because I loved them, you didn't want to let anybody else go near it. It was a joy. It sounds stupid, but I swear, Friday would come around and we were physically tired, but you almost miss not hanging out with these idiots.
Yeah, we'd hang out. We would hang out.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday.
We'd watch movies or some shit.
Yeah.
I think what has happened is that you see these two ordinary men placed right in the middle of issues that they can deal with directly or can have some impact on directly, but are much larger than them.
So, listen to your friend here. He knows what he's talking about. I don't think you really want to go to South Africa.
Why not?
because you're black.
We all have different philosophies in both politics and life in general, but I mean, if you made a movie that's nothing more than a message, nobody's coming. But if you make a piece of entertainment and can sneak a message in, you've really served your purpose.
People connected to the humanity in it as well, you know, at each point. And we turn it up another notch. All three of them, you know. In fact, I was looking at part of the fourth one, and just the moment of finding the Chinese family in the boat and all that. Oh, God. Even the third one, when I teach my son to shave, that moment when after he, you know.
That is so great.
Yeah, teaching him to shave after his friend had been killed, you know. Someone he'd known in the neighborhood, and diffusing that kind of anger there.
I love you, Dad.
I love you, son.
This is the helicopter.
This is
Quiet, please!
Because I'm gonna be with you. I'm with you already. See, here we are. Come on, Mona, what do you got to lose? I mean, I get tears. You. I mean, really, it could be such a wonderful scene. And where was it on?
Miss Riggs, I just wanted to say
Riggs,
your
I just
name.
wanted to say your name. Okay.
I like it a lot.
His sister.
Dick is a really nice guy. He's a good guy who likes people.
He's wonderful. He's just a great human being. I mean, he wants to save the planet, and that you can feel that on the set. He's just has so much compassion.
It was really a tight-knit family. And to be fair, Donner's really good at making a family work. For a man who doesn't have kids of his own, he's got a lot of us kids bouncing around out there.
It was a unique set. I don't think I'll ever be on a set like that. Not like that, no.
You're gonna flee. You guys are gonna flee. When you flee, you come out here.
And his pictures reflect that, I think. Even pictures like Lethal Weapon. You see, he couldn't make a dark movie. He couldn't make a really sort of down and dirty dark movie which is hateful and, you know, not about the good, you know, good side of people.
On Lethal 4, because they got to the point where, you know, Riggs is under the water and Murtaugh doesn't know what to do, and it's like, I told Dick, I go, he knows where he's at, because, you know, they're connected. And I kind of told him to him in those terms that he would just go, Riggs, talk to me, you know, like he would feel it. He'd feel where he's at. And Dick was like, you're right, that they bond that way because they're that close.
So we went from Krugerrands to money laundering to what was
the fourth one was immigration.
Immigration, human trafficking.
Human trafficking.
Now, we're doing another one, but it's about cooking. We sort of do this thing where we exchange recipe and shit. Yeah. And we have a picture of Julia Childs up on the wall. Meryl Streep will come in and do it.
Rick, get in here, now! Only if you let me drive.
Story of my life. It's like as soon as I get in the movie, it's over. Same thing with Lethal. It's like, it's going, all right. You know, I'm thinking this is gonna, you know, it's like James Bond. You know, I got, you know, now I'm gonna get my 4 in. Nah, that's it. I'm gonna go make Apocalypto. You know, but I keep hearing, whenever I hear rumors of another Lethal, it has, I'm not in it.
It's an incredible relationship that we've developed over the years, and it's not a case that you talk in shorthand, but it's a case that you have no fears about expressing your emotions.
It's extraordinary. It's 12 years, man. Can you imagine that? You know, marriages don't even last 12 months sometimes. This is 12 years. It's a nice marriage, you know? He snores when he sleeps, but that's all right.
How fortunate it was to be connected to these two right
The
here.
three of us. Well,
Yeah.
the three of us.
It's a hoot. It's
I think about that
it's
a
a
lot.
good bond, and that doesn't go away. Does it? No, it's a good bond to see these guys get big smiles.
How many pictures does it go away?
Yeah.
Pictures over?
Oh, yeah, it's over.
You're divorced, you
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
see each other again,
Yeah.
you run socially like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
This thing, there was a relationship between the three of us.
Oh, it was a great experience. I couldn't wait to get back in the saddle, because it was so fun.
I think about it all the time. I always am thinking about Danny. Well, where the hell is he? Why hasn't he called?
Yeah.
Oh, and he calls, hey, baby, I'm going to be there. I'll be there tomorrow. And he never shows up. And, and Mel, I see as much of Mel as I can. He's a traveling man. And
We had lunch last week.
yeah, he paid.
I think I did.
Yeah, I did. I marked it down.
It's a great feeling, to look back in 24 years, almost 24 years since that moment we stepped together. Yeah.
That living room right in there.
Stepped in that.
We all knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2 dogs' lifetimes.
Yeah. Good dogs.
That's a great name for a book.
2 dogs
2
lifetime.
dogs' lifetimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 short years.
Yeah.
Wow.